What's up, guys? Look, today I want to talk about the body positivity movement and how it started as something good and over time has just kind of become bastardized and is not a message that I would suggest anybody follow. All right. I'm gonna kind of bring it back a couple of years when, let's say, like 2021, 2022, there was so many celebrity spokespeople behind this movement and this message saying kind of like, oh, love the body that you're in, be happy with yourself regardless of your shape and size. And while I think everybody should be doing that, at the same time, it's not an excuse to just sit on our ass and continue in all of the different bad habits that we're indulging in. It's just not a valid excuse. And if you look around now, ever since people got comfortable taking GLP-1 medications and that hit the mainstream, all of those spokespeople, they've all lost the weight and they've all left you in the dust. All right. It really is. It's pathetic, but it's just really sad. And I know that we look for comfort in what other people are saying, especially from somebody who's like larger than life, these celebrity figures. However, we need to stop looking for comfort in lies, and we need to stop looking for comfort from food and get back to eating for necessity, because that is the only way that you're going to improve your life. Usually what I'll see is these people who look for comfort in lies tend to be the same people who get comfort from binging on food, eating a whole family-sized bucket of KFC or eating cookies and ice cream before bed every night. It's the same thing. And we need to start looking in the mirror and getting serious. If you are serious about really wanting to make the changes in order to live a better quality of life, we have to start looking in the mirror and kind of facing some of these harsh truths. We can't run away from this stuff and listen to what celebrities are saying on Instagram and to make you feel better about yourself. That's just not the way that this should work. We also got to get out of the trap of kind of rewarding ourselves with food. I see this all the time. And this doesn't even apply to this applies to everybody. I see it from people who aren't doing shit and they're not exercising. And I also see it from people who maybe they are in the gym a couple of days a week and they're trying to work on their nutrition, but we've got this reward system that's all skewed. And we kind of justify stopping at the drive-thru on the way home from the gym, because we put in an hour of work at the gym and we feel like we need a reward. We're not dogs, okay? Just because you do a trick, or you do something good doesn't mean that you get a treat. All right. So we got to get out of this mindset immediately. You should be rewarding yourself with quality food that is going to complement the exercise or the work that you just put in. And let's let this thing just kind of keep building and building and building. And it just requires you to make all of these small positive changes and let it evolve into something over the course of time. All right. There's no rush, just one thing at a time. And let's let it snowball until it's impacted every single other avenue of your life. Being fat is not healthy. I don't care which way you slice it. And this is the thing that's got me really fucked up. I've seen videos online, and I'm not even kidding, guys. And it'll be somebody who is like 300 pounds, just absolutely fucking gigantic. And they're arguing with somebody who's like completely shredded to the bone and in incredible shape about who's healthier. It's ridiculous. And there's people who watch this stuff and actually believe what these people are saying and believe it. It's baffling. It's baffling, guys. And look, if you're 250 pounds, or 300 pounds and you're obese, and maybe you go to the doctor and your blood work comes back clean right now and there's no issues, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're safe in the long run. If you're somebody who got in that situation and became extremely overweight, odds are that your lifestyle is extremely poor. And when it's poor and you're not trying to reverse some of these things or implement better habits and strategies to improve, you're going to keep going down that road. And I'm going to tell you, it's a slippery slope. And the further you get, the harder it's going to be to turn around and kind of climb out of it. You're literally digging your own grave, guys. That's no exaggeration. So let's stop with the cope, for real. All right. It's not healthy to be fat. We need to start eating better. This applies to everybody. Look, like myself included. All right. Everybody's got to start eating better. And stop using these excuses to justify what you're doing, guys. All right. If you want to live in fairy tale land and kind of keep telling yourself these things, then I'm just going to tell you right now, you're fucking chopped. All right. Like nothing is ever going to move in the direction that you hope and dream about if you keep kind of being settled in your ways. Now, look, this is what I think true body positivity is. Now, you don't need to be absolutely shredded. All right. You don't have to be jacked and 10% body fat. That's not what I'm saying at all. All we want to do is make sure that we're practicing things and controlling our inputs so that we can get the best output. All right. And what I mean by that is eating quality food and sleeping and actually moving and doing your cardio and lifting weights. I mean, I'm literally just beating a dead horse at this point. I've been talking about it for like the last 10 videos in a row. That's what body positivity is. You should be positive with your habits, and you should love the body that you're in regardless. And if you really were positive about your body, why would you be destroying it from the inside out? Like, it doesn't make sense, guys. All right. Now, I know some of the things that I say in these videos are kind of harsh, but they're not lies. It's all the truth. I'm not going to sit here and baby you and lie to you. I'm going to tell you what's real, and you can do with that information what you please. All right. We got to be honest about where we are right now. If you're morbidly obese, start slow. Okay. Start implementing some of these habits and start making some of these changes today, and keep letting this thing build and marinate until it turns into something great and you really start to see some progress and become a better version of yourself. Everybody's goals are different. You might not want to be fucking 10% body fat, absolutely shredded year round. That might not be your goal, and that's fine. But I think that everybody should have the goal to keep working to better themselves, eat better, get out in the sun, move your body, walk, get your steps in, get better sleep, all these things that are going to affect not only your physical health, but your mental health as well. Everybody should be doing these things. And the last thing I'm trying to do is discredit, the progress that some of you guys are making. Like, let's be real. If you have a gym membership, you're probably healthier than like 90% of the population in our country. That is kind of how pathetic it is. So keep taking care of yourselves, guys, and keep working hard. It takes time. Let's really start to be positive, all right, in the way that we act and in the actions that we take. Let's really start being positive about our bodies and nourishing them the way that we should be. You only get one, all right? And everybody's capable of this stuff. All right. If you've got a freaking Corvette, you got a sports car, maybe you got a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, you're not putting regular gas in that thing. And the same thing applies to your body. You guys shouldn't just be shoveling in slop every day, and eating this poor quality of food, expecting your body to run well. It's the exact same thing. So let's start locking in. We can all do better, myself included. Let's keep working. And I'm kind of going to leave it there, guys. That's pretty much it for this one. So I got another good one dropping later this week. So stay tuned. All right, y'all. Peace.